self-made independent hoe, I'm all about my businesses. I consistently continue to bring energy and on that keep it popping like I'm full of electricity. Try to hold me out, I wish you would have the audacity. Take a rap laxative, now I'm shitting on the industry. Self-made not a title cause it's my identity, and wear it on my skin like it's a part of my ethnicity. Mary keep on blowing like instruments in a symphony. They keep a player buzzing like Twitter when you mention me. Being 100's a everyday living tendency, and ain't faced by hating, it makes me increase my intensity.
Guess who's Bizak? Still smell the beer on my clothes. With the Cowboys and Rangers, we were tossing the moles. Yeah, what's the deal, y'all? You know it's the one-man, four-sides and flavor of DFW Sports, your super fan from the DFW land. Back at it again. We keep coming with some more real fly, bringing some more flavor to y'all. It's another Cowboys edition. We've been going hard this preseason with the Cowboys, and I told y'all this season is just going to be just much as hard. Y'all know since the preseason started, I told y'all we're going to start going over the live watch of the film, the All-22 film when it all comes out. It's been out earlier today. We're going to check it out, basically getting to some of the roster cuts. But there's been some things that's been going on. I mean, it's been reported, I believe. Let me see. It's been reported that, your boy Brian Schottenheimer, Hatback Shouter, he basically put the nugget out there that your boy Diggs might not make the PUP list. So it looks like he has his chance to actually be on this roster to start the beginning of the season, saying he's progressing and his rehab has been going real good. So that's something big right there. That is real big to hear right there. But it also, makes kind of the cornerback room a little bit easier to look at now that you're going to have Diggs fully in there. And like I said, you still got Revel that's out. You'll still have who else? Anyway, outside of that, Diggs is coming. Basically, look for Diggs to be back, stay on this roster, get activated. I doubted he plays week 1, but maybe he makes his home return debut September 14th against the New York Football Giants. So maybe he might go out there and, I think Shade said his plan is to see how he practice. So you might just get a Diggs sighting. The real number 7 on this team, you might get that sighting there. So y'all already know what to do. Hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe one time, especially for all the people that's new up in here. And if you've been rocking with me, don't hesitate to join in the chat. We got it going down. Like I said, just to show y'all, everybody has the All-22 and all that type of stuff, but we're just gonna have a live stream breakdown about it. I can't show y'all everything because they'll flag me for it, they'll shut me down, but we'll go back over the game again, but we'll basically take some clips and pieces of what certain plays that happen, certain impact players that are making impact plays, and I think y'all already know where this is going. I mean, Shamar James, I believe he's done good enough to get that bottom spot of the linebacker roster spot needed, and then you go into it, you look more into it, that receiver spot, you really got one receiver fighting for the last spot of the receiver spot, and it's basically between Jalen Brooks and, to me, Ryan Flanoy. For what it's worth, I know a lot of people want Trayshawn Holden, and I want Trayshawn Holden, but I think Ryan Flanoy in this game is going to show that he should be a step above Trayshawn Holden. As me, I think I would take Ryan Flanoy at this moment over Jalen Brooks as well. That's how I would go. Now, the running back situation, I told you, they're really going to carry 4, and when I say 4, they're really carrying 3 running backs because you already got Hunter Lupick. So who is that third running back? Is it Miles Sanders? Is it Phil Maffa? Is it Malik Davis? Is it Deuce Vaughn? Because they came out there and they ran Deuce Vaughn like, they gave him a chance to put good tape out there to kind of show me that, he most likely won't be around. And that sucks. But we got the All-22 loaded up, man. We've been doing this all preseason. We will continue to do this all season as well. Try to be committed to it as well. Every time the All-22 come out, we'll break something down. Probably tomorrow we'll get into the Pro Football Focus deep details that's leading to roster cuts that's supposed to be happening around Tuesday. So we'll make it like a good chain of events that come up in here. Next week we are going to the Rangers and Angels game. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do my daily spin of all DFW sports, because normally it's on Wednesdays, but we got a baseball game Wednesday. So try to see how we can fit that in there. Probably fit it for the next day to do it, just because football will have another week in pause. How y'all feel about college football today? Matter of fact, y'all have some good college football, and it's still some NFL football, the final preseason going on. So however you get down is how you get down. But as y'all see, we're right here in the background. We got it paused. We got it ready for this all 22 for the final time of the preseason game. And let's go ahead and run it. It's just going to be a live stream, just like, you know, how we would live stream a game or something like that and all the playback. We're just basically doing the same thing, but I will bring out my points and keys of what I feel, you know, what players are shouting out, what you like to see good and all that stuff. This might be a long extended version just because the first half we saw what we liked. We really saw what we liked. So go ahead and run the all 22. Let it go. This is basically coming on the kickoff. I just want to show y'all live how we looking and how we rocking. So let's go ahead and remove that, and let's go ahead and get into it. Let's get into it. It's kind of fun that the kickoffs are the way that they are now. I think you're going to get some more action coming up in there. Good job by Malik Davis. That wasn't Malik Davis. That was actually Jaden Blue who came in and made that tackle. Okay. Winfrey came in and he basically made the first play. Winfrey came in and made the first play. And this is a guy who I'm looking at to try to fill that spot. Good job to push the guy up off you and make the play. And this is one thing that we like about Winfrey right here. So I guess we can start it off the bat. Off the bat. We can start it off the bat, basically. Y'all been hearing me talk about Winfrey a lot. And I just think, you know, I think he's done enough, but maybe it depends how they want to hold on to Mozzie, man, which I don't know why they would, but they are. But you see Winfrey sitting right here. He's basically going to get across his dude's face. He's not going to get pushed back. He gets across him, make a move on him, come back inside and make the play, first play of the game, basically. Get across them, boom. You know what I'm saying? That's just, you know, Winfrey showed he can make his money in here, bro. He showed he can make his money. Next play going. Everybody kind of had their one-on-ones and they just really didn't get there. But, you know, luckily the running back dropped the ball. But that's one thing we kept saying. What is up with the front four? Can we get that pressure like that? Mozzie got double teamed. Nothing happened. Although Tyrus Wheat, he really forced the check down, coming screaming off the edge. And y'all have heard me talk time and time again about Tyrus Wheat. I'm like, bro, he might not be that good, but his give a damn, his motor is there. I don't call it motor. It's his give a damn. All right, Rochelle, you know, you a little flat coming up. You gave him a lot of cushion and then just couldn't get back. Mozzie, I don't know what to tell y'all about him, bro. I'll probably need to go back and just look at the players wise, because we're just looking at everything going here, and then we'll just go back and look at certain players. I'm like, look, bro, this is what you're getting. This is what you're getting. Play action boot. Everybody drops back. Harris, you're not just dropping back. You're just not dropping back in the right spot. He didn't get depth where he was supposed to get. Let's look at it from the other side. Okay, they bring him in motion. His eyes is too stuck in the backfield. Actually, a good throw, good play call, actually, right there. But Harris got his eyes stuck in the backfield. That's what ended up getting that pass drop right basically into the seam of the zone, and you get the pressure from James Houston right there. Another guy we've been talking about. Run the tape, Cletus. Another guy that we've been talking about, Mr. James Houston. I'd like you to introduce yourself, my friend, as you see him sitting on the edge right here. Now, I know it's against the Atlanta Falcons, but it is what it is. You got to line up who's across from you. And, they've been going up against backups a lot. So, and this is a team that's been picking high in the draft. So, but you got him sitting right there. Let's roll the tape. Make your move. Empty backfield. Give him the hezzy and then get upfield. Give him the hezzy and then get upfield. Give him the hezzy and then he get upfield, but then he almost jumped off sides on the next play. Then he almost jumped off sides on the next play, but he ends up getting back. They do a stunt with Wheat. It just didn't get home. We got Jay Toa in there. He's one-on-one. He did shed the block right there. Let me look. Hey, he did come up off me. When he got one-on-one, he shedding them. This is another third down. Let's see. Good four-man rush. Good job by both ends to collapse the pocket, and that should have been a pick by Kamal Hall right there. That should have been a pick. That should have been a pick. Let's run it. That should have been a pick, but you see the ends, they get upfield. They squeeze the pocket and kind of makes it hurry. Good job, good recovery right there by Hall right there. Great recovery by him right there. Excellent recovery, and we've been wanting to see what Hall can bring to the table. Him and Zion Childress, both to me, they did good enough work to be like, okay, we're going to have to run with this, but a lot of this is going to depend on that pass rush. And that's another story that we want to have for another time because it ain't to full strength right now. Y'all all saw the Micah Parsons and all that type stuff. It's just always drama, bro. It's just always drama. I don't get it. But looking at the defensive ends on this play, Tyrus Wheat and James Houston, they basically forced this play where it should have been an interception, but you finally get pressure with just rushing 4. But those two ends basically came in and they got you something. Roll the clip from this side. They put the pressure. You better get rid of it. They forced the pressure, and then you got a little bit of pressure up front. But Hall, you got to catch that, bro. You got to catch that. My guy. Made them settle for 3, but then they ended up missing it. Here comes the offense. And how many times we said in the preseason, it's against the Falcons, bro. How many times we said in the preseason, y'all got to try to come out and start fast. Well, let's go look at the tape and see how fast they actually started out. They fed Deuce early, gave him the first play. Like I said, we already know about Bass. We already know about Hoffman, but they ended up playing Cornelius and they ended up playing Richards in there. Richards just not that strong of a run blocker. But like I said, I looked at the Pro Football Focus grade and they were like pass blocking. He's done real good. Good run, Deuce. The hole was there for the meantime. I already like what is his name? Johnny Cornelius. Johnny Cornelius. Look, he was able to seal. I don't think he's that great of a run blocker, but he was still able to do his thing. He got great size to him. Great job by Joe Milton right here, picking up the first down right there. Run it. And how many times we said, bro, if you got to run it, why don't you do that? Go ahead and run it. That might free you up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna free you up because they just drop back and be like, bro, he can't throw it, and he can't read it, or he can't throw it with accuracy. So they're gonna drop back in coverage. They left you to run it, daring you to, and you did. And that's, if you're in the game, you're gonna have to use your legs in that type of situation. You really are. You know what I'm saying? But this is a good run, good play from him. And this right here, really what got him started. Basically, you get him started running the football. He got his adrenaline out the way. And it was a third down pickup. Good pickup right there by Deuce Vaughn right there. Great, actually, job by the offensive line. You just see open field, go get it. You see open field, go get it. And then that started to turn into, okay, I got some momentum about myself. Let's go ahead and run it. Let's go ahead and really run something. Okay. Pitch it out to Deuce Vaughn. Good job to read the block. Good block right there. Who was that? Flournoy that got that block? Let's see if that's Flournoy on the block. Yeah, it had to be. He missed the chip block, but it wasn't a hellacious block. It was just more of a he got in the way. He kind of really almost messed up right there. But it was a good run by Deuce Vaughn right there, following blocks. Now here's Joe Milton throwing on the money. Out route, sees it, collects it, gets rid of it. A dart. I'm not saying that Joe Milton played lights out. What I'm saying is, look, bro, I see what they like in him. Do you still need to get you a backup quarterback? I would believe so, but you know how the Jones operates. If they got somebody that they really think they like. And this right here, I was calling for a Ryan Flournoy touchdown right here. I was calling for it. This one, this is where you're like, come on, Joe Milton, you got to make this throw. You got to make this throw. You got to make that throw, bro. Let's go back and look at it. This time it was a good decision, and remember how I said last time? I said last time, especially in the Rams game, when he threw that pick in the end zone, threw it in the double coverage, and he did that shit. It was like, bro, if you were going to throw that, you need to throw it to the back of the end zone. Well, he took that shit actually to heart. And I mean, he threw that bitch to the back of the motherfucking end zone. But had he put more touch on it or just kept throwing it more in the post, that's Tutty. This is Tutty all the way. Tutty all the way. Great protection. Osm Richards almost got away with holding right there. But as you saw, the pocket was there. And the decision was there. It was actually the right decision. He just didn't, he just didn't put what we needed him to put on it at that. And that right there had me like, damn, Joe, I hope that don't set you back. But it didn't. It didn't. He's reading it. Oh, that's a free play. He wasn't paying attention. Luckily, the dude jumped off sides. Shoot. Luckily, the dude jumped off sides. All right, got us a free 5 right there. Good run, Deuce Vaughn. Good run right here, Deuce Vaughn. Is that a Johnny Cornelius? A Johnny Cornelius up in the mix again? Is that him up in the mix? Bro, he's every preseason, he's been kind of showing out to you, boy. You see they go big. Look at him. Look at him. Good job to push your man downfield, Cornelius. That was a great run block right there. Like I said, every preseason game, he's been showing me a little bit something more. He's been showing me a little something. Does he make that cut? I doubt it. But he has shown me something good up in there for sure. What up, Traveling Random in the building asking, what did you think of Blue's performance yesterday for the amount of carries that he got? I think he did solid. I wish we could probably saw a little bit more, but with them running Deuce Vaughn out there and getting him a lot of rep, I think that took away from Jalen Blue. He did end up getting rolled up on, which was a scary moment. But I mean, I'll put it to you. I saw what they like, and I think Jalen Blue is going to be nice. I think he's going to actually be nice. He just got to, get used to the speed of how everything is flowing in the NFL. But what I would take from what he did yesterday, though it was against the Falcons, it could have been more, but I would say he didn't disappoint me. He didn't disappoint me, and given the reps that he was given, he played solid. He played solid. And not to mention special teams, like I said, the first play of the game on the kickoff, he made the tackle. So he shows he can get down on special teams. So he was solid. Very solid. I liked what I saw from him. Let's go ahead and run it just a little bit more. They getting ready to put up the Joe Milton getting ready to put up the touchdown. But like you saw that was a good run by Deuce Vaughn. It had a good block by Johnny, and then you got another good run by Deuce Vaughn right there. You seeing everybody try to hold up right there. Now they running to the other side. Look at Osmond Richard try to. Okay, you get the pull. He make a man miss. You make the DB miss. That's what you need at the running back spot. You need to make the man miss. If you can make the man miss, then I just think it's just a little too. It's just too little, too late. No pun intended for my boy being short, but I think it's just too little, too late for Deuce Vaughn. But this right here is a good run. You got that extra defender in the box. You got to make a miss, and that's what he does. Good blocking by Flournoy and Brooks on the outside. You get great receiver blocking, and that's why I feel them two are the last two on the bubble trying to get that spot. As much as I love Trayshawn Holden, I just think that's just what it is right now. Then you get Bazooka Joe on the play action boot, which was easy money. I was calling for a quarterback sneak. That's far for a quarterback sneak, but I'm like, why not? But instead, they went quarterback keeper, and it was a good play. They went play action boot. If it wasn't there, take it in or throw it away. The defensive end committed way too much, as you see, and that's easy money. Load up the six shooter. Load up the six shooter. How y'all feel about Brandon Aubrey? Matic. Y'all know that boy always holding it down. Boy hit a 64-yarder, man. And he hit that boy with ease, like grabbing his pads, like, this nothing. This nothing. This nothing. All right, back on defense. What we looking at? Mozzie just me personally, he wouldn't make the team for me. Me personally. Shamar James had a good outing. Now, did Winfrey two-gap to the wrong spot on that play? But his hand work was still good. It was still good right there. He actually did a great job right there. Let me look back at it. Because these are guys that maybe the dudes that's on the bubble, we should go over, they tape and play it. Get some things from them right there. Ooh. Good tackle right there. Clark had a hell of a game. We know he ain't going to be there. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let's see what's up. Hold on, I'm pausing this to check some shit. I don't see anything. My bad, y'all, but hold up. I was just sent something and I'm trying to fact check it. I think my boy got Centel. I believe he got Centel. I think he got Centel. I'm not. I haven't seen that. I ain't gonna say nothing. Let's continue to tape. I think my boy been Centel. Stay tuned. Maybe y'all might hear something. Maybe, let me know. But we gonna keep it rolling. Ooh, don't play with my emotions, Smokey. Mozzie, this is where Mozzie makes the play. His biggest play was he got, was that like a deal or something like that? I mean, they let this dude come all the way unscathed free and just make the play. Then this has been like his only play. What? They just let you come all the way unscathed. But it was a big stop. It got them off the field. And it went right back to your offense. And how many times we said we need a hot start? We need a hot start. Their first drive, they end up getting the touchdown. So what do they do on the second possession? Jalen Cropper, good move. Now he got mapped on one of them returns. Bro, my man. Man, don't play with my emotions, JB. Here we go, run it back. These film sessions going to be way much better when we got all the starters in there. We had no chance right there. Marcus Mosher, he was pointing out of the football focus. I already told y'all earlier today in the live, we went over the football focus number, so y'all can go check that back out. We absolutely had no chance right there. Run that back. Oh, that's TJ Bass. I'm like, what happened right here? I was about to call Osm Richards out, but that's on TJ Bass. You had no shot right there. And it got Jaden Blue wrapped up for his basically first carry right there. So that was all on TJ Bass. Now you get they catch the tight end stunt. Ryan Flanoy with the great catch. With the great catch and the yak. Good job by Osm Richards and Bass right here as they pick up the tackle in stunt. Give Joe Milton a little bit more time to scan it out, look for it, and deliver a dart to Ryan Flanoy. Oh, it wasn't a stunt. Okay. He just ran inside the chip block. But good job. Good job right here by Ryan Flanoy getting that yak. Yaggity yak. Our man got the yak. Him got the yak, sir. All right, Trayshawn Holden in the game. You know. This was a good drive by Joe Milton in the offense, matter of fact. Pocket, good pocket. Great throw right here to Fairweather. Great throw, bruh. On the money. On the damn money. Run it, honey. Run it, honey. Trust your pocket. Trust your pocket and put great touch and throw. This is where I was like, Joe Milton is in rhythm. He's in rhythm. That first drive did him justice. Starting it off by running. Trust your pocket. Give it the floater. Great throw and a hell of a catch. They got a lot of tight ends on the roster, too. Great throw right here. Great throw right there. Another great throw. As you see, Joe Milton is basically, you know, he's starting to catch rhythm. Catch rhythm. Throwing a dart right there to Ryan Flanoy. Just a great dart. Getting close to the end of the first quarter. They had a man run on late, and he still made the play. Ain't that a Jalen Blue, his first couple carries, bro. It just seemed like the offensive line wasn't clicking at the right time for that. Bass didn't see nobody in front. Oh, that wasn't Bass. That's somebody else. Didn't see him right in front of him, and he just moved up to the second level, and the guy just came right behind, made the play. This Micah deal might just get done, y'all. Great run right here, Jaden Blue. Tell me, is it our man, a Johnny Cornelius up here making another play? Tell me, is it him making another play for a running back to spring free? Jaden Blue's first big run. Oh, that's Bass. That was a good job by Bass right there. Great job by Bass right there to turn it all out. Great job. Break it. Try to run it again. But we not set. We move back. This is where you got a little bit nervous having pre-snap penalties down there in the goal line. That's not what we can be having. Good throw right here, but it was pass interference. He was all over Jalen Brooks. He took long to throw the flag, but Joe Milton didn't throw a bad ball right there. Now looking back at it, his receiver just got held. He got held up, so that's why it looked bad. I still think he threw it away. I think he still threw a bullet, but you get the legal contact or the PI. We right outside the goal line. They're gonna try to give it to Jalen Blue. This is where they tried to get too cute. They tried to get too cute. Joe Milton had to throw it away. I do see Jalen Brooks coming to the back of the end zone, but Joe would have had to throw through some traffic. He would have had to see through the traffic, and I don't think that would have been wise. Nah. Jalen Brooks is holding his hand up. No, you weren't open. That linebacker was right in front of you. Jaden Blue, get up in there, boy. Get up in there. There we go. Great tutty. Great tutty. Great job to find it. First NFL touchdown. Let's get that out the way. The blocking wasn't really good. He really had to make the play on his own. So that's something that you like to see solid from. That's with a linebacker in the hole. Linebacker in the hole. I'm not going to say it was an elite linebacker, but it was a linebacker that was in the hole none the least. Arbormatic adds through, and now you got 2 drives. You got 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Something they haven't done all preseason due to the fact that Joe Milton was playing poor. To be honest with you, he was playing poor. But this was a total, oh my goodness. Tyrus Wheat. Bro, I told you, when I say his give a damn is at an all-time high, here's another example. Tyrus Wheat on special teams. You see him locked up right here? Look at his give a damn. Look at his give a damn. Go get it. Bitch, get out of my way, ho. Put him on his ass. Put him on his pockets. Bruh. His give a damn is always running high, bro. And I don't think he'll make the team, but he's somebody I've had fun looking at this preseason, to look at all these film reviews, how we keep going. And I'm just like, bro, he keep flashing out multiple times in the game. You know what I'm saying? Multiple times. Play action boot. Play action boot. We can't get no pressure. We can't get no pressure, but we're not beat deep. We're really playing solid. As you see, Zion Childress, he's going to be way more of a box safety. But he's more nickel back, too. They got to spread and empty this time. So front 4, can you get there? Okay, James Houston kind of got a pressure, but then we got to roughen the passer right there. Come on, you can't do that. Who was that? Was that Peyton Turner? Oh, it was Tyrus Wheat. It was Tyrus Wheat. As much as I praise you, my boy, you can't do this. But as you see, him and James Houston still squeezing the pocket doing things, though. Still squeezing the pocket doing things. They're affecting the quarterback. But that was late, my boy. That was late, my boy. That gets your flag. That gets your bam. All right, Harris came on the blitz. All right, Mozzie. All right, Mozzie. Mozzie actually got him a decent player in. You got him and Jay Toy in the mix at the same time right here. You basically got both of them in the middle. I don't know which way he was going, but the linebacker didn't come behind him. But he stood his ground though. He did stand his ground. Ugh. That was a good throw and catch. Rochelle, I remember they signed him, but it's like he had to be just a camp body. He was giving out way too much cushion. Like he don't trust his cover skills. Maybe the defense coordinator had it set that way. Maybe Eberflus was running it like that. Good job, Houston, right here to stay home. Good job to have your antlers alert, man. Antennas alert. I see a fast guy coming across this. I think we prepared for something like this, and I remember seeing this on film in the preparation. Right when the quarterback did something to his hip. Good play. Good play. James Houston, another guy who kept flashing out, bro. Kept flashing out. To me, his roster spot is locked in. It should be. Right there, Troy Pride got a free pick, but unfortunately, we had too many men on the field. Let me see this. Hold on. Let's see this. And that's probably, okay, now looking at it, that's probably why they snapped the ball quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. I see him trying to run off. He's trying to run off Peyton Turner. Peyton Turner, you lollygag getting off the damn field, bro. Peyton Turner lollygag getting off the field, dog, which caused Troy Pride's interception. Him lollygagging off the damn field. Look at it. Look at it. Him lollygagging off I thought we just had too many men lined up and it was just a brain fart on us. Look at the bottom of the screen. You see him sitting right here? Watch how he tries to get off the field. Watch this. He gets to the end and just loafs. Takes away an interception, bro. What sucks after that is Troy Pride, you had another chance to get an interception and you dropped that boy. But yeah, you took a turnover off the board because you was straight up loafing and lollygagging. That's stuff that get you cut. That's that type of stuff that make me put James Houston over you. Good pressure again. Got a good enough pressure right there, and Troy Pride should have had another pick. This time they put Winfrey on the end. Jay Toll, bad footwork on that one, and he got dropped to the ground. Mozzie didn't do nothing, but James Houston ended up getting some pressure right there. Is that the reason he kind of hurried it up? I think he's feeling ghost, bro. At this moment, he's feeling James Houston, bro. As he moves the tight end over there, he feels James Houston coming. Oh, that play was actually created by Winfrey for Pride to get another interception. Looking back at it. Good job by Winfrey right there. We've been high praise on Winfrey. I have been. And now you mean to tell me he's lined up on the outside? Let me see if I can get it there. I think I went back too far. Is this the play? No. I think I went back too far. Now we back out there. Great job to stay home, right? Great job. Like I said, Clark, he played a hell of a game, but the safety rotation is already stacked. I think we already know the safety position is already stacked. But Clark had a hell of a game. Read it. Get up underneath the lineman right there. Great play. Defense digging in. Get a delayed right there. You keep everything underneath you. Don't give up the big plays. That's something that the Cowboys actually did. They didn't give up big plays in the air, and in the run, they didn't give up many big runs early in the game. Great job, James Houston. Still force pressure right there. Only just not enough pressure. He gets it out, but we're playing soft vanilla coverage right there. Make them put their foot on it. Make them put their foot on it. All right, can we make it 3 in a row right here? Just film watching over to all 22 right now. Get rid of it. Get rid of it, Joe. That's a good job by the defensive end. The defensive end wasn't fooled. He didn't crash down. He learned his lesson about crashing down on the play action boot. And he followed the quarterback. Yeah, I mean, he really didn't have nothing to do. By the time Fant was open, the defensive end was already on Joe Milton right there. That was just a good play by the defensive end more than anything. I don't think it was a missed blocking assignment to tight end. Just didn't hold him long enough. But at the same time, defensive end just knew what was coming. Jaden Blue, not too many yards right there. They played a run good right there as well. It's some source out there running that Stephen Jones is basically about to be the one to get this deal done and negotiate. Y'all take that for how y'all want to take it. I would still fact check it, but yeah. I mean, I literally saw these dudes standing right next to each other at the open practice last Tuesday. So, I mean, I don't know what the hell the problem is. Good throw right there. Good throw right there to Fant. Oh, they said it dropped. It hit the ground. Damn it. No, this ain't the one where, okay. Good job. Stop the run. Winfrey. I'm telling you, Winfrey had a hellacious game. He almost was a reason you got another interception. And as you can see, here he is right here. Here he is right here. Make some more noise, Winfrey. He almost jumped offside. Good job. Good job to get the arm extended, push him back, and blow up the play. Winfrey done, to me, had a good preseason, bro. A good preseason. And he's basically fighting for that fourth defensive tackle spot. Good throw and catch right there. That was just good rhythm, good throw and catch right there. Y'all might want to look into that. Try to fact check that. Like I said, that was a good throw and catch. It wasn't too much we could do right there. Play action boot. No pass rush. None. No pass rush. Who we got up in here? You got Mozzie. Good play action boot. It was actually a good play action boot call. Good boot call right there. Like I said, everybody you guys standing out right now, damn sure on the defensive side that played on this game was James Houston, Pionne Winfrey. Shamar James had a nice outing. Clark had a great outing as well. J-Toa do get a play right there. I see what they like in him now. Let me rephrase that about him. People trying to make it like, but he was shining or something like that. Like how? Where was I at? I didn't see that. But Jay Toll right here does make a good play right here. And he does make the play. You see what they like after going, he's still taking on 2 defenders. Good job by the linebacker to play basically in the space, like in the box like that, and come up and make the play right there. Good job by him doing that. Ooh, good hit right there, Clark. Clark keeps showing out. He showed out in this game. We know a roster spot ain't here for him, but he showed out this game. James Houston almost got his hands on the ball right there. But great play right there. One of these, Jalen Cropper get his head busted in. I think it's this play. Ooh, good Lord. Have mercy. You got to be careful, Cropper. You got to be careful, Crawford. Cropper. You got to be careful, my guy. I thought he got concussed. You got to be careful. You got to be careful, my boy. Deuce Vaughn again. Nothing too much. They got Christian in the game at the left tackle spot, and Johnny Cornelius is still at the right spot. Bro, like I said, he don't normally get beat. He don't look strong run blocking, but he doesn't get beat. Great job to get the double block. He was a little too slow forward, but he still did what he was supposed to do. This is Johnny's Cornelius I'm talking about. Got to the second level. Deuce Vaughn just really took the wrong hole. Let's look at this one again. Because like I said, Cornelius actually played good. I don't think he would have got much yards had he just kept following behind him. So it didn't too much matter. Great throw and catch right there. It was that Ryan Flanoy again. Ryan Flanoy, bro, I'm telling you. Double gap pressure look. Thing about Joe Milton, he's just staring it down way too much. That was a great catch by Ryan Flanoy right there. Not too much right there. Not too much. Deuce Vaughn didn't really have too much where to go, but it's like once he gets stopped, he stopped. See, once he gets stopped, he stopped. And I just think that was, I believe that's the last you done seen Deuce Vaughn in a Cowboys uniform. I love him though, but it's just not going to happen. All right, looking at the play. Good pickup right there by Deuce Vaughn, though. A little too far out for Trayshawn Holden, but Deuce Vaughn, bro, Pro Football Focus rated his passing blocking like he had a high grade on passing blocking. Check out Deuce Vaughn. Check out the little dude basically giving his quarterback some extra time right here. Ew, good job. Good job. Just not accurate. We're not accurate. That's the normal story. We're not accurate. Now we have to punt it. It should have been running into the kicker. Should have been running into the punt. That's what it should have been. Put this fan on here yonder. Getting a little mild in here. Getting a little mild. Who makes the play right here? We got Mozzie, Turner, Winfrey. Boy, Turner, you got drugged. Mozzie came back to make the play, but boy, Turner, you got drove. Don't tell me that was a tight. Okay, it was an offensive lineman that did you like that. Not good for a guy who his give a damn wasn't at a level that was needed to be to get off the field. That took away a turnover for us. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Your boy get handled right here. You standing all up. You already look tired. Man, he washed down in there and got washed. Great job of Mozzie Smith to recover, but just in a bad play of just not stellar on the right side right there. But Mozzie actually got drove right there. You see, you know, he drove the backfield, but Peyton Turner got put on his ass as you see him getting up. Wheezy out of there. Wheezy out of there. Great job by Shamar James right there to get that tackle. And then Turner get up wolfing at a tight end, getting all mad. What you getting mad for? Because you got pancake? Shit, you got held up by a tight end, bro. And then you talk. Yeah, Turner got to go. Got to come under control right there, Zion. Zion, you got to come under control right there, bro. I know you thought about blowing the quarterback up, but you got to come under control. See, James Houston basically forced the quarterback to come out the pocket. James Houston just, bro, every time he's been in the game in the preseason, bro, he's done flashed every time. He looked like a solid rotational player. They picking on Rochelle now. They showed double A gap pressure. Look, they brought the running back up closer, but you bring Kwamu. James, you could have got in that passing lane and got you another interception, truth be told. Falcons getting closer to the red zone. Let's see. Oh, Camille. You got to finish the sack right there. But again, what is my theme for this guy? Tyrus Wheat. And what is my theme for Tyrus Wheat? Not his motor, it's his give a damn. Here's another example of his give a damn. He just got to close it off and finish it. Just got to close it off and finish it, as you see him on the right side right there. Good stunt. Come here. And you saw James get in the backfield, bro. Both of them two in there caused hell, bro. Both of them in there together caused hell. Ooh, we got to look at, although that was good coverage. That was good coverage right there. Rochelle actually had good coverage right there. But now that we know Diggs is basically not going to be on the pup list starting out, your corners is really already set. Just do you want to keep Israel Mukwamu? It still might not, now that you know Diggs is back, it might just still not be no room for him. Because that's extra right there. Ooh, great job, Zion. But right here, I thought it was a busting coverage, but it was just a great play call. It was really a great play call against what we had going. Offensive coordinator was in his bag knowing what Eberflus and the defense was going to run on here. They kind of gave him that same look like we're going to blitz. Yeah, they knew we were blitzing. Blitz got to get home. That's all it is. Blitz just got to get home. That was just a great play call. Tight end act like he going to block. And, you know, quarterback had just enough time. The pressure just didn't get home enough. It didn't really get home, and that's what really caused that play. I thought we just had a brain fart in the secondary, but it really wasn't. That was just really a great play call. Then they had to settle for 3. if this is getting closer to the end of the half, this is where Joe Milton basically, it seemed like he started to feel it, get the understanding. Good job to get rid of the ball right there. Nothing there, get rid of it. Nothing there, get rid of it. Get rid of it. Good job to make a man miss. So Johnny Cornelius, I've been bragging about you. That was your guy right there. He got around you right there. Fair weather in motion. Pocket is good. Good. That was a dangerous throw right there, Joe Milton. You were late with that. Your check down was wide open, actually. Deuce Vaughn is actually wide open across it. This is another way I think you're too much in momentum where you already stare down receivers, but now you're really trusting the bazooka arm that you got. But take the check down. Take the check down. Take the check down. Not even the check down. Your tight end was even open. You know what I'm saying? Your tight end came across right in front of your face, and you had the check down. Middle of the field, wide open. You know what I'm saying? And your check down was wide open. You get a little bit predetermined right there, bro. That's something something to work on. Another good pocket. This time it's a throw on the money to Jalen Brooks. He had a couple drops that kind of hurt him this game, but, big touchdown grab after he was getting all, interfered with that they didn't call. But I see Joe is still in rhythm right here. Perfect out route, dart right on the money. Joe lines up again. That should have been roughing the passer before that, but that was a great catch by Ron Flanoy right there. But this should have been roughing the passer here too. He done already got rid of the ball, so it should have been two of them. I believe Ron Flanoy did enough to get that last receiver spot. That's me, y'all. That's me. And you drop it. Come on, Trayshawn. You get your opportunity and you drop it. And that was actually a good throw by Joe Milton. And it was a classic case of you took your eyes off the ball because you was going to brace that hit. You were looking to brace that hit. You were going to get hit anyway. You might as well catch the ball. Deuce Vaughn gets nowhere. But, with that roughing the passer penalty, and then you was able to get another completion. If you're able to get across the 50, that is as good as 3 points. And that's what pissed me off last year about the Cowboys and why they didn't score as many points. Because I'm like, bro, all y'all have to do is get across the 50. You got an automatic 3 in Brandon Aubrey right there. So that's things that we kind of look at and say, bro, what's really going on? And then, like we say, but that was a good drive by Joe because you got points before the half and you come out of halftime receiving the football. So that was just about as important as the first 2 drives were. They really were. You were able to put up 17 points in the first half and you come out the gate with the ball in your hands. Hey. As we get ready to start the second half of the All 22 film watch. Like I said, I plan to do this all year this season for the regular season. It's going to be better in the regular season. We'll have more enthusiasm because, it gets real then, Is this one we threw to Jalen Brooks and he dropped? Maybe a little bit too in front of him, but it's not too much in front of you if it hits you in the worst spot that it can hit you, and that's in your hands. In both of your hands. Good patience by Jalen Blue right there. Good patience by Jaden Blue. Good patience. Like I said, we live streaming the All 22 film watch. I would let the whole thing run with y'all, but they will flag me, man. They will flag me and shut it down. But just out of some key plays and some key things like that, we're just watching the whole thing. Probably we'll get deeper into certain players as well, and probably just run a quick breakdown on certain players because, oh, good job right there. Joe, run. Right here, you got to get the first down, bro. I thought we did get the first down. The referee really fucked us right there, bro. Referee really fucked us right here. He really did, bro. But you got to have a sense of urgency to get the first down right here. At the same time, don't leave it in the you have a sense of urgency to get upfield you straight. As you saw Cornelius held his own while the end went all the way. Bro, that was a first down. To say he was a whole yard short, I don't see how. How? Where? This time Joe Milton keeps it, and boom, we get a body. We catch a body right here. Who is that? Fant? Catch a body right here. Go ahead and run that turbo. Go ahead and run that turbo. Come across the formation. I'm looking. Come here on your pockets. And I think Schottenheimer should have been doing that more than anything. I think he should have been running more design plays for Joe Milton. Good pocket, good pocket. Good throw and catch. Great hit right there, Trayshawn. Bro, like I say, he know when to use his legs, but his pocket work, I said it from the first preseason game. His pocket work ain't bad, bro. Feel it? Throw on the money. And he got a cannon. He can get it there. It's just, is it going to be accurate? I see what they like in him, bro. I really do. Good pocket. This is the bombs away. Got him. Great catch right there, Jalen Brooks. After being interfered with, too. I'm surprised they didn't throw a flag, but I guess since he caught the touchdown, it wasn't no need to throw the flag. But that was a good way for him to redeem himself after having to drop. Great job by Joe Milton. But like I said, when he's in rhythm, that dude can, bro, when he's in rhythm, he can throw that boy up. And then look at his confidence when he drops back to throw it. Gives the play action. Look how he looks it off. That's basically he looked the safety off, man. Look how he looked the safety off. I got to make sure I keep the safety in the middle of the field. Look, safety had to go to the end quickly. Boom, right on the money, bro. That's about far. Like I said, did Joe Milton say that, okay, if Dak goes down, we're going to be fine going with Joe Milton? Hell no. Hell no. But I kept the first game, second game, I'm like, bro, he kept battling as bad as he started the first halves. The second halves, he kept battling and did some things that were good. And I was just like, you forgot. You forgot. Clark forgot the rules. But he did some things where I'm like, I see what the coaching staff like about him. I can see why the coaching staff has taken a like to him. So got to give it time and got to give him more reps. That's all it is. But to sit here and say he'll save the season and nah. We ain't going there. Come on, Winfrey. As good as you've been having a game, you can't jump off sides, my guy. Can't be jumping off sides, my guy. All right, line it up. We done gave him a fresh 5. Now what do we do with it? Winfrey, go get it back. Ooh, that was a chop block. They missed the chop block right there. Turner got chop block dirty. Bro, that was dirty as fuck. And one of the Falcons, I think, got hurt on that play. Ooh, now we getting gashed. Now we getting gashed. Who is 95? Now we getting gashed. We done built up a lead, but now we getting gassed right here. We getting gassed right. I don't know what happened right here. Maybe the linebacker was supposed to, I don't know what happened, but good Lord. Don't run it, Turbo. Don't run it. Oh, linebackers just got washed. That's more. So I can't even put it on the offensive line. I mean, defensive line. Linebackers just not where they supposed to be. Linebackers just not where they supposed to be. Ugh. Give props to the secondary. The secondary did. They, for what it was worth, they had a good game as a unit. As a unit, they did. I like Harris more on special teams, but linebackers not gonna cut it. Boy, that was false start, but it don't matter. Whole defense came through there and made the play. But damn, refs, y'all flat out missed a false start, but this is second team D, and they actually all come through and get some action. Tell me if this is not false start. How was that not false start? 92 came. He blew that motherfucker all the way up. All the way up. He won't make it, but he blew that thing all the way up. There you go. Again. Great job on the pass rush. Who is this on the pass rush? Don't tell me it's the main guys. Pion Winfrey. Bro, like I said, he keeps showing up. It ain't my fault I keep talking about him. He keeps showing up on the tape. He keeps showing up on the tape, and he had another good tape right here. His give a damn is high. Fuck the motor. His give a damn is high. Let's go ahead and see it. You got him sitting right there. And of course, he's sitting right next with Tyrus Wheat. Those things are happening. But look at the quarterback. When the quarterback is basically getting ready to drop back, his eyes is really focused on James Houston because he's been causing hell in this game. And then your give a damn with Winfrey just keeps coming. He's aware of James Houston over there. But look at him. Look at him. Look at Winfrey go in there and make the play. Bruh, it ain't my fault he keeps showing up. It ain't my fault Winfrey keeps showing up. These are going to be fun to do during the year. I can't wait to keep doing these more because they'll be more animated going back over this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So y'all brace yourself. This is just preseason action. I should have been doing this last year because I had the NFL Plus. Good run right here. Good run right here, Jaden Blue. Good run right here, Jaden Blue. We'll highlight a lot of Jalen Blue stuff. Good run by him right here. Good patience, and then, read the whole. He does have a acceleration button to him. He can get from here to there real quick. As you see, we're here with Will Greer. And a lot of y'all said Will Greer was better than Joe Milton. Oh, good hezzy. Good hezzy right there. Good hezzy right there. Got skinny in between the blocks. As you see, his vision looked pretty nice. Y'all want to run that one more time? Y'all want to run that one more time? Let's run it one more time, Turbo. Went to bounce to the outside. He saw that linebacker. He basically fooled him right there and got around. That's just good for a rookie. That's solid, bro. That's just natural skill right there. You act like you done ran the football a time or two before. Man, y'all run them like buttons up for your boy one time. Everybody who's following and glad that's preseason's over so we can get to the real thing, baby. But like I said, this season we'll be doing a lot of this. And like I said, I want to do a film breakdown on the opponent that we're getting ready to play. I don't know how we'll do the Eagles. I might have to just watch last year's Super Bowl just to see what we going to do to just piss my Cowboys nation off a little bit more so they have that real energy when it gets ready for September 4th. And, they travel on the road to Philadelphia. Got stopped on the run all times right there. This offensive line combination, I mean, you had Lyle Collins out there. Only this combination wasn't really giving you too much. Run blocking is not the strength of this combination offensive line that they got. But like I said, the Cowboys are really in control of this game. And for the most part, this was the first time in the the Falcons are a bad football team, but they did exactly what the Cowboys been known to do. Even when we have our starters, they beat up on bad teams. Now that's a bad sign that I saw. You want to say that you beat up on bad teams, huh? Play action boo, play action boo. But look at, is that Winfrey again? Don't tell me Winfrey caused another pressure right here. Don't tell me Winfrey caused another pressure right here. Run that back, Turbo. Winfrey, good job, my guy. Winfrey caused hell in this game, bro. Him and Houston. That was a good throw and catch right there. Kwamu, we giving up just a little bit too much ground right there. I think we're giving up a little too much ground, and I think they saw the blitz coming. So he saw the blitz coming. You make your read. You're giving up the inside like that. The linebacker's too much inside as well. Barron, he had no business being about that. He was a body. He's training camp body. I don't mean to be rude. Respectfully. Good job right here by James Houston. Setting the edge. How many times we said in this defense, your defensive ends have to set the edge, right? We have problems with setting the edge, even with our best players out there. Look at James Houston right here. Set the edge, my guy. Set the edge, my guy. Force it back inside. Great job, James Houston. Like I said, his roster spot should be there. His roster spot should be there. He's earned them one. Great job right here to break up the pass breakup. Bruh, Pride actually made that play, but he got dropped for making that play. He just happened to be in the way and he got dropped. But it worked. Double A gap pressure. Look again. We back out of it. We let the 4 rush. They still get the first down. Throwing it to the outside. Trying to bluff him. It was still a quick throw, though. I did notice you were more times than not getting pressure with 4 this time, but that had a lot to do with James Houston getting pressure. That had a lot to do with Pion Winfrey getting pressure. And then Tyrus Wheat, his give a damn, just made some effect. Like I said, you might not see that he got that many sacks or nothing like that, but looking at the Pro Football Focus numbers, I'm like, bro, on the defense out of all the preseason, he had the most hurries, I believe, even over James Houston. That's why I'm like, nah, I noticed I kept seeing something, pop out on him. Here we go. Winfrey right here again. Basically forces the quarterback out the pocket and forces them to scramble. When your give a damn is high, when you have a high give a damn motor, bro, it's just going to take you good places. And like I said, this preseason might still not be enough for those 2 guys to jump on, but James, for some reason, could. You see him. Basically forces the quarterback to break count. And a lot of this, like you said, they played vanilla, but it was all about defensive line trying to set the tone and letting the rest of the defense flow. That's what a lot of this was about. Trying to find some more defensive tackles and possibly another defensive end. But they put Winfrey inside and outside this game. Bruh, if you can play multiple, you can make the roster. Because now you give us flexibility at the defensive tackle and defensive end spot. So if you sign him, he's your 4th defensive tackle. He can also basically / be your 7th defensive end in a way. Shamar James. Shamar James. Shamar James. Ugh, great feel right there. Great feel right there. Mr. Shamar James. Everybody pointing it out. You see him, point him out. Scoot, scoot, read, go get it. Come here. Good job, Shamar. And Shamar, his give a damn was high, and that's exactly why he ended up getting him the ball ended up falling in his hands. Boy, James blew up that play. He just couldn't get there. James blew up that play. To me, he looked like he was getting held, but of course, James Houston come in that bit. Go up in that. Go. Come on, move tight end. You ain't blocking me one-on-one. And then who's behind? Pion Winfrey. Again, bro, these are guys that just keep showing up. Every preseason, every film I'm looking at, bro, they keep showing up. Gave up too much right there. But we played basic, though. But Winfrey balled out this game. They sent two his way, and he didn't fold. He took two of them, and he didn't lose ground. Moved down the line, and basically was the reason to make. Bro, Winfrey, bro. I'm sorry. Hey, I don't know what to tell y'all, but to me, he deserves a spot. Here we go again. Work down the line of scrimmage right here, Winfrey. Where you at? Sitting right here. I don't have my ticker to highlight. I need to put it on the pro, but here he is right here. Go ahead. Run it, Turbo. Man, keep making plays. Go down the line of scrimmage, make a play. Scoot, turn in, get skinny. Come here. Basically made the play, bro. There's been several times I done cut to a Pion Winfrey episode. So him, James Houston, they caused hell this game. They really did. Good tough run, but at the same time, good job by the defensive tackles to plug that up. And like I said, they played Winfrey everywhere. They also played him at defensive end. He's playing in again. Great tackle right there. Come on, Hall. Great tackle right there. Playing in the box. Hey, little dude, dog. Him dog, sir. Him dog, sir. Number 43, him a dog, sir. Come on, Hall. Let's run it. Him a dog, sir. Get about my way. Come here. Get about my way. Bro, come on, Hall is a dog. Pride, I don't know what you were doing right there, but yeesh. You got lucky that he dropped that pass. Because that was a touchdown. I don't even know where you was going. He just hit you with a good-ass move. To be real, he hit you with a good-ass move. Hold firm, though, right here, defense. We run the stunt. Who gets the pressure? 92. Oh, and then Harris almost gets the interception. You were able to get pressure right here with this front four lineup right here. And it actually was from the defensive tackle spot. I believe 92, he was the guy that really made the pressure right here. Look at the stunt. Come here. And that should have been a pick. That hurried him up. That hurried the quarterback up. That hurried that man up. And Harris should have. So you look at the defense, bro. The defense literally could have added about at least 2 more turnovers. 2 to 3 more turnovers easily this game. Now I get it. It is the Falcons. But did y'all do know both of us went into this last preseason game over? with a lot of struggles. So all right, Will Grill out here. We basically getting to what, the fourth quarter, damn near. Basically getting to the end. So this is almost about done. I'm just trying to see what offensive line combination they got running up in here. And I think you're getting a little bit more Jaden Blue, especially before he got hurt. Got to get rid of it, Greer. Got to get rid of it, Greer. Got to get rid of it, Greer. Got to get rid of that one. He didn't have nobody open, but you got to get rid of it. As the Raiders and Cardinals are on. All right, what you got, Will Greer, 4 receiver set? Cropper in motion. There was a play in here. He had Trayshawn holding wide open, and he just refused to pull. He refused to let it go. But Greer had him wide open. That could have been the eye turner for Trayshawn. I don't believe so, but it damn sure would have been like, wow. You know what I'm saying? He just didn't see it. I swear he saw it because it looked like he looked at him. It was the old Lamar Jackson and Nate Andrews. You know, Nate Andrews like, I'm open, and Lamar's like, so am I. Great throw and catch right here by Trayshawn Holden. Great throw and catch. You had a great pocket right there, Will Greer. Ooh, Collins is just he's a camp body, bro. Collins is a camp body. Everybody blocked good except for him, bro. Collins is a camp body. We know he won't be here. Just look at the bottom right screen one time. Look at it, Turbo. He got out there and still got beat. Yuck. That's one of those he's got to scream, look out. As a quarterback, you never want to hear offensive lineman talking about, look out. Ooh, Trayshawn Holden did jump. Damn it. Then you got pre-snap. Some things we just can't do, my guy. Can't do it. But there is a play in here. Trayshawn Holden is running wide open, and we couldn't see it. For some reason, Will couldn't see it. Now, he did have pressure come up on, upon him, but right here. So I'm going to show y'all from up top. Show y'all from up top how it look. Trayshawn Holden is sitting right down here. He comes across the middle of the field, but the pressure is in front of him, but I swear he crossed his eyes. But for some reason, Will Grier didn't pull the trigger. Wide open. I mean, goodness, my guy. You gotta look and make that play. But I mean, he was wide open. Now let's go to the back part. Let's see if he make eye contact. I felt like he made eye contact with Trayshawn Holden, but you held that man from his greatness. Bro, I felt you looked. I really felt he looked at him. This is a good play by Malik Davis right here. You don't stand up and flex. You might just come up with the fumble recovery. But like I said, Malik Davis can also play some special teams, so that runs a lot into that. Defense keep him out the end zone. We're really just keeping everything in front of us, especially in this drive as this one is coming to a close end. I mean, that's a 3-step drop. Ain't no way we're getting pressure like that. Tyrus Wheaton, Houston still out there. Houston had a chance to make that play, but he arm tackle. I can tell he's getting tired. He looks tired out there. But Shamar James comes right behind him and makes the play. I think you're about to get a Shamar James interception. It's either him or a Rochelle interception, one of the two. Oh, right there. That's Shamar James. There we go. There we go. Great job to read it. Great job to read it. Great job to read it. Read the quarterback's eyes. Be in tune. Sit. Give me that. Got him. Got him. Good play by Shamar James right there. Great play. We're agree on the keeper. Why? For why? For why? Because he had to read the end. That's all it was. And it was a busted play. Still think it was offsides. 4 receiver said, Will Greer drop back. He's staring it down. You have a great pocket. Boy, Cropper broke open. Why? He broke across the middle of the field. Kind of missed that one too. Bro, you had Holden coming across the middle again, bro. That was great protection, as a matter of fact. Neville, who was that? Neville. He gets a catch in there. Like I said, we're gonna always break down the all 22 every time. And like I said, during the week, I'll probably go back and have me a Pion Winfrey moment because he shined to me. Basically, we'll have all 22 and we'll just basically dedicate a video or something like that to show who was actually out there shining. Oh, good catch right here. Fairweather showed he was pretty decent, bro. They actually got a lot of bodies at the tight end that they're going to have to try to figure out how they're going to cut that. And they might just only run with 3 tight ends. That might be the issue. They might just run with 3. Ooh, that should have been roughing the passer. Real Greer got hit below his knees, bro. How is that not roughing the passer? Phil Maffa out here looking a little confused. Hold on. I think this is the drive they put the dagger in him. Good run right here, Phil Maffa. Good run right here. I would take him over Miles Sanders. To pair this with Blue, this is where I'm willing to put him over Miles Sanders right here. This was a hellacious run to set up the touchdown, the dagger touchdown right here. And I mean, give good credit to the blocking right here. Yeah, you got Lyle Collins on one side. You see the combinations is working, but I think Osm Richards had a great job of basically opening up the hole right here. Phil Maffa looked a little, but he got back settled, but all the rest was left to Maffa. Oh, Neville had the block. Bruh, look at him running. Bro, yeah. Give me that over Miles Sanders. And he's young and he's cheaper. Why not? Why not? Why not? Got about 10 more minutes left in this all 22 watch. We done did the preseason. They done cut a game for me. That's good. You know what I'm saying? But got a long 17-week season ahead of us. And I really want to do the teams that we get ready to play to as well, to take a look at what they got going on so we can all be familiar with what can possibly happen going into the game when we either live stream or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I plan to really dig in on the football content. But like I said, Pierre and Winfrey, if anything all season, Winfrey, Houston, they showed me they can for sure make the spot. And since linebacker is a position of need, Phil Maffa gets in the touchdown right there, and that's basically the dagger. With Phil Maffa, with Shamar James coming in to fill a position of need until you can get Overshown back, that's kind of easy right there. With the news of Diggs most likely not seeing the PUP list, Kwamu might just be the odd man out, basically. Yeah, I think he'll be the odd man out. The running back situation, that's just what they do. They want to put Phil Maffa in over Miles Sanders. To me personally, I haven't seen anything of Javonte Williams. I saw him in drills last Tuesday, but bro, I don't really know how good Javonte Williams look. Is that something that y'all really trust in? I seen Miles Sanders at least, but I'm like, damn, bro, I ain't seen nothing of Javonte Williams. So you're strictly gonna say Javonte Williams, Jaden Blue, and Phil Maffa. See, that's two rookies in the backfield. That's where I'm nervous for Phil Maffa. Although me personally, I would take Phil Maffa back there. I would put Phil Maffa as my third running back. Yes, I would. I just don't know, man, to have two rookie running backs in there at the same time. That's a risk. That's a gamble. Y'all finished watching that Netflix series, The Gambler and These Cowboys? Man, if you haven't, especially if you're a football fan, bro, it's a good watch. But as a Cowboy fan, especially if you were younger, tip drill. We got a tip drill. It really kind of opens your eyes up about a lot of things. And I think Jerry does deserve his blame. He deserves a lot of his blame, but at the same time, it's almost not exactly what it always seems to be. But we do get the tip drill right here. Another takeaway by the defense. Let's go ahead and run that turbo. Pierre Winfrey driving up it. He's the only one basically getting back there to get enough pressure. But then you get the tip drill, Rochelle being at the right spot at the right time. I believe Clark was the one who basically got the tip first. So another takeaway. Basically, Cowboys are ready to put the game away. Run a play action boot. Great catch right there. Who is that? Damn, that should have been a flag. You almost got Tyler Booker hurt. Bro, almost got Tyler Booker hurt, man. Say, watch out, man. Hold on, man. Boy, this could have been bad, bro. Just check right down at the bottom of the screen right there when we roll this play action boot out. Good job, Kelly. Who do you see? Oh, my God. Oh, Lord have mercy. Bro, that could have been bad. He came out his shoe. Hold on, bro. He came out his shoe. Bro, that could have been bad, dude. Ooh, Lord Jesus, thank you. Because that could have been bad. That could have been bad, my guy. You see Tyler Smith got over there in a heartbeat. Bro, you all right? Man, oh, Lord. Whew. Bro, that could have been bad, bro. Had his leg been too planted or something like that, bro, that would have been bad. Oh, my gosh. And a good blowout loss, you would have added the insult to injury. Bro, looking at that got me all shook. Being at the game, I didn't see nothing like that. But, oh, Lord. Heart beating fast in the mom. Like I said, we basically about at the end of the film now. We basically at the end. Atlanta's going to make they're going to make their time to try to, come on, you got to get rid of that. You got to get rid of that. Who was open though? Who was open though? Well, you looking to try to make the big play. You just got to get rid of the football. Try to eat some yards up, live to see another day because you really fumbled the football. Then Malik Davis tries to do something, but you fumble the football, you lose yardage on the possession. Yeah. Ain't too many plays you can really run when. And Austin Richards, come on, bro. You got to do a way better job than that. Now, they said his pass blocking, Pro Football Focus said his pass blocking was elite, but not elite, but was real good. His run blocking, he got work to do. This is basically the drive where they start gashing us up. We're really playing the run, but damn, Rochelle, you really caused this whole drive for them to put fear in this threat as a threat, the threat of a score just because you're a typical cornerback that don't want to come up and tackle. Typical cornerback that don't want to come and look at the bottom of the right screen. He put a move on your ass. And that basically what made the threat of the Falcons basically try to get it at the end. But other than that, Cowboys defense still stood firm. I want to see who actually made the stops. Because Winfrey played damn near all game. Oh, great hit right there. You can't just be ducking your head like that, Baron. You can get hurt. You can get hurt, my guy. You can get hurt. And that's not what we want to happen. Another big run right here. I mean, but at this point, we're just basically making sure we don't get thrown on. They're going to run it. That's cool because the clock is ticking. It's good to be like that when you have a lead like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all done force turnovers like that. It feel good, don't it? All right. Bro, Winfrey damn near played the whole game. And he played great. He was real solid. To me, he's hard to cut out of that defensive tackle room. Unless they just gonna believe in Jay Toa and just, go about their business. But they got some things to think about. Wheat back in, Houston back in. Wheat was there. To me, he was getting held. Oh boy, y'all got ran on like a mug right there. To me, he got held right here. What's up, ref? I'm going to try to get some pre-games going as well on the weekend. See, the weekends are different. Thursday is going to be something just because he'll still be getting off of work and doing all that type stuff. But we'll see what we can do. We'll try to do more pre-games as well. So, like I said, this is basically coming to the end. The defense basically makes their goal line stop. I just want to see who's making them. Good job, Pion Winfrey, to basically force it inside. Catch it off course. They go for a pass play. Oh, we get away with a pass interference right there, but, Rochelle did his thing right there. Good job to blow it up, and we're coming on the blitz. We got lucky that wasn't pass interference. We got real lucky. Oh, there we go. Good stop right there. Clark had a hellacious game. Now here comes the goal line stop. I just want to see who actually makes the play. Give it to the whole defensive line. They made the play. Give it to the whole defensive line. They made the play. Great job. Great job, D-line. And that's basically a wrap. That is basically a wrap. Preseason is done. Done it all. 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 So, like I said, tomorrow we'll just basically, like I said, they got till Tuesday. They got till Tuesday to make the, have all that 53-man roster cut situation. So that'll be something that we'll wait on. Let me see something real quick. Good night, Arlington. I don't see anything. No. Nah, I didn't see anything. Keep your eyes open on any Michael Parsons news out there, y'all. Y'all do that, and we're still on that watch. But like I said, looking over the film again, bro, we already know James Houston, he has this strongest claim to be, on the bottom of the rotation for the defensive ends. Shamar Houston has done enough to show he can be at the bottom of the rotation of the defensive linebackers. Y'all can pick Toa. They might keep Toa just because he's cheaper. They can control, they can control him for a while since they drafted him. But Pion Winfrey, to me, should be at the bottom of the rotation of the defensive tackle spot. I like Tyrus Wheat. I wish there was a way I could get him in there, but you're not going to get over, even though he can play special teams, you're not getting over James Houston for me. So James Houston, Shamar, damn, I forgot his last name. Shamar James, Pion Winfrey. To me, they're those guys. They should been done made it. Zion Childress, I see why they really like him. I think he makes it with Diggs basically most likely not being on the pup. I feel sorry for my boy Izzy, but he might not make it. But Shamar James, Pion Winfrey, James Houston, and I wish I could have Tyrus Wheat in there just because his give a damn is that high. Receiver, running back wise, I would rather do Phil Maffa, and they just might do it. They might just do Phil Maffa and cut one of these veteran running backs. But to have two rookie running backs back there, I don't think that's going to do them justice. It might not be wise, so I see them actually running out there probably. As much as we love Maffa, man, hopefully he might not make it, but they're going to hope that he can, don't get picked up by another team and probably keep him on that practice squad, which is doubtful. I think you should actually have him as your bottom rotation running back over Miles Sanders, but I think they're going to go Javonte Williams, Jaden Blue, and Miles Sanders. Although Miles Sanders will be gone for me, and or either Javonte Williams will be gone. One of them two will be gone, and I will put Maffa in there. That's what I would say. Bottom of the row, that basically 6 receiver spot sitting right there, bro, is basically between Jalen Brooks and Ryan Flanoy. As much as we all love Trayshawn Holden, I just don't think it's going to happen. Because, like I said, look at the receiver, CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens. You got Kevontae Turpin. You forget about Tolbert. I'd get rid of Tolbert. That's really what it is. I'll find somewhere where I can get rid of Tolbert. That's what that is. So you got Tolbert. Then you got Mingo. So that's already 5 right there. Your 6th receiver is going to come down to Jalen Brooks, Ryan Flanoy. I done seen enough of Jalen Brooks. I would run with Ryan Flanoy for me. That's kind of the situation that they're running back. That they're going to be looking at. So that's kind of the things that's going to keep them up at night. Tight end situation, I think they're only going to keep 3 just because you got a fullback and Hunter Lupick that can do both things. So it's one of those type of things that you got to look at, that Schottenheimer and this staff going to have a lot to deal with. But like I said, cut day will come around Tuesday. Tomorrow, we'll go over and look at, why not? Tomorrow, go ahead and look over the Pro Football Focus and just have a roster 53 type of day talk, you know what I'm saying, for the Cowboys as it gets ready to file in to, really get real. So probably look for me to do that out there tomorrow, but that's all I'm going to do for the night, man. Like I said, if you weren't able to catch the live because you had a lot of things going on, or if you did, I appreciate you for tuning in. And if you catch this on the playback, hit the like button, go ahead and drop a comment. And for all the people that's new, that's checking me out, that's viewing it out real quick, man, go ahead and hit that notification bell one time. We do this for all DFW sports. We just heavy in football season. The Rangers are still trying to keep me around. So like I said, Wednesday, I'm not able to do an all DFW sports day thing, but we might just do it Thursday. Might just move it back to Thursday because we got the Rangers and Angels game Wednesday. So that's what we rocking with. And like I said, y'all know my slogan, man. Make sure you do everything with love because love always wins. That's the law. Tomorrow we shall go ahead and look at the roster and think about the 53 again. For me, I think I done already said it. But tomorrow we'll go over the Pro Football Focus numbers and see how it goes. So in the meantime, between time, peace from Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, baby.
Self-made independent, I'm all about my businesses. I consistently continue to bring energy and on that keep it popping like I'm full of electricity. Try to hold me out, I wish you would have the audacity. Take a reflexive, now I'm shitting on the industry. Self-made not a title cause it's my identity and wear it on my skin like it's a part of my ethnicity. Mary keep on blowing like instruments in the symphony. That keep a player buzzing like Twitter when you mention me. Being 100's a everyday living tendency and ain't faced by hating, it makes me increase my intensity.